Thanks for tuning in today here on Backyard Prospecting. I got another Paydirt review for you, and today we're going to be looking at Sluiceboy Prospecting and their gold-bearing Paydirt. Apparently they got a little YouTube channel, and received this little packet of stuff from them when I ordered it up. Nice little inclusion is how do you gold pan? A little instructional for you. I thought that was kind of cool. A lot of places will just send you dirt and expect you're going to figure it out on your own, which eventually I'm sure you will. You go hit up YouTube and there's plenty of videos that'll teach you. But it's nice to have that included with the Paydirt you get from these guys. A lot of times you're going to find that you're getting Paydirt, you're a first time panner, and maybe you don't really know what you're doing, so it's nice to have some help there. Now, one of the things I am noticing about Sluiceboy's dirt is it's wet. So that means I didn't actually get how much dirt they said they sent me. What that means is I paid for a bunch of water. So, I'm going to bring out my little scale here. I don't know if it will read. Being wet, we'll have to break down a little bit differently, maybe a little bit more messily. So we'll get our pans out. Since this is starting out as sand, I'm going to go ahead and skip the 1/4 inch. And frankly, I think it's pointless to even put it through the 6 per inch. And even the 10. All this is just going to go straight through it. So this is all sand. I'm not even going to bother classifying it. There's no point to it. It's all under 10 per inch. So since it's all under 10 mesh, let's take one of our pans here. Just dump her in. Now, one of the crappy things about getting the wet sands is now there's a bunch of sand stuck to the plastic. And who knows, some of that could be little bits of gold. This is all going to be fine, I'm going to assume. So that means what they're doing by shipping me wet sand is making me potentially lose some gold in the packaging itself, which is super lame. Don't ship me wet sand. I hate that shit. If I want to wet the sand, let me do that. Now we got this little clump of sand up there. Alright, groovy. So now we got our sand. I think I want to add a little bit more water to it. It's already wet, so might as well. At least that way it'll be easier to shuffle around. Sucks having partially wet dirt. That doesn't want to go where you want it to go. Like fucking brown sugar. Alright. We got our sand ready. We got our sluice going. Let's just check that. It's looking like it might be all center. Now, one of the cool things about this dirt is I do believe this is honest Paydirt, or at least raw, untouched. Unlike that stuff we got from the the San Andreas, this is muddy. So this means it came right from a raw river location. There's little itty bits of specks of organic material and whatnot in there. So this definitely means I feel confident this came from a natural source and not just somebody's Paydirt out of their backyard that they're sending samples of dirt out with. So that's good. That's a good thing. As I'm shuffling this around a little bit, I just saw a little flash of silver in here. So I wonder what, I just lost it in the dirt. Anyways, I'm sure if it's worth anything, it'll get caught up on the sluice. So, let's go prospecting. Okay. So, set to do little adjustments. Just set up our new camera out here in the shack. A little GoPro session, so I wanted to be able to see everything as it's coming through, and I want you guys to be able to see it. And boy, did that pay off, because right off the bat here today, you'll notice right here in the riffles, we've already got some little specks of gold. We've done one scoop, one single teaspoon scoop, and this is already looking really nice. So it's as I expected. It's all going to be really fine. So I adjusted the sluice box to slow it down a little bit, a little higher. Knowing that there's already gold in there, I also want to check lower in my sluice to make sure that none of this gold is flowing too far down, because I don't want to lose it. Because that's what we're out here for, is to capture that gold, not lose it. So it's looking good. Gold's all staying within the first two inches of where it's being dropped. That's where I want it to stay. Makes it really easy to clean up. Makes me not have to worry about double running the dirt. So this is actually, so far, I mean, it's a really nice paydirt. As far as getting gold, I'm getting gold. I'm already seeing specks of it there. It's all really, really fine. It's all looking really nice. But, man, fine gold, thick gold. Weight is what we want in the end, A ton of gold flake worth just as much as a ton of gold nuggets. Some gigantic nugget, that might be different. That's a little bit more collectible. But at the end of the day, it's all about finding weight. Like I said, this dirt looks really good. It looks really natural. My dirt down below is getting nice and muddy. That lets me know that we're legit here. So in addition to whatever they seed it with, there could very well be some natural gold occurring here also. And that's the lottery ticket stuff right there. And what I mean by that is you go for this paydirt hoping that you're going to get a little slice of the life. And at the end of the day, you know you're not going to find pounds of gold in a pound of dirt. I mean, there was that much in it. It'd be crazy to ship it to you. If there was enough gold in this dirt to retire, they wouldn't be shipping it to you at all. So don't think that you're gonna clean up or anything. But that being said, if you find some really good paydirt and it has some naturally occurring gold and it hasn't been sifted through already by the seller, then you could potentially have a nice little clean out. Maybe even have like plus 100% ROI. ROI being your return on investment. It's kind of like a lottery ticket where you're taking the chance, you're rolling the dice, you might get a gold, or you might scratch out and get nothing. It's all possible. Like the last bag that I got. Complete crap ROI. Don't even look at it, $20 and got like $2 worth of gold in it. It's not even worth the time to go through it. Barely worth the time to make the video for it. But, that's what we're here for, is to teach you guys who's got the good stuff and who's got the crap. Now, one of the cool things about Sluiceboy is with all this other stuff, they give you a little card so you know where to get a hold of them if you want to go back and buy more. And very ambitious of them, they give you a little vial to put all your collected gold in. So, that's pretty cool. They pretty confident in your in you being pleased with their product, and that you'll get enough that it'll be worth displaying in a little vial. Usually it takes a fair amount before it looks impressive in a vial. People think that you're going to find gold out there and be like, oh, I'm going to fill up a pan and you're going to see a big strike of gold in your pan. That's not necessarily realistic, unless you're putting in a lot of effort and a lot of work. Stuff like this, you're lucky to see a little bit of color in it. If I were to be Paydirt type bags, I'd probably want to put a little bit of gold. I mean, you really want to make money or just have gold, just go buy gold. You know, don't buy Paydirt if you're looking to stock up your gold collection. You're not gonna do it. Ain't gonna happen. If you want an amount of gold, just go on eBay and buy some placer gold already cleaned up, already weighed out, and then just put that in your vials and hold that and look at that every now and then. You know, that'll get you your gold fix. And you'll get your money's worth because you're buying direct gold weight. You can't go wrong. You have exactly what you paid for. But, like I said, this is kind of like a lottery ticket, you know. You could strike it rich, you could strike it out. Whoa, shit. Admin, put shit down here. Trying to adjust the end to catch the dump better. I don't think it's going to make a job, but I have to adjust it like a dumbass. I adjusted it aggressively. And I don't think any gold moved, but that was a close one. I could have real easily. Dummy. Not ready to do that. Now there is still, I'm seeing as I'm trying to move this stuff down, there's a little bit of gold in this sand. I'm very impressed with the visuals here. This is very difficult to get with my little shovel. Maybe the other shovel might make this easier. I'm almost thinking it might be easier just to hammer out the last amount. Okay, so, yeah, there's a good picture of that right there. Lots of gold in here. I'm going to switch shovels. This one has a little bit of a finer lip to it. Just trying to scrape this out a little easier. This might be one I just have to pan down. Or just do that. That works too. Wash it all down the sluice. That run is done, and it is looking really, really nice. So let's pause her out for a bit while we clean this up, burn it down, and see what the Sluiceboy comes out with. Pretty stoked though. This one's looking pretty good so far. So let's actually, I'm gonna let this run for a bit, maybe clean up some of the black sands a little more before we pull it out. I think the rest works for me. But the best thing is I'm seeing no gold on the further down sections of the plant here. Furthest one is down here, which is about halfway. I do see one little chunky right there. That's probably from when I shifted it around. But all in all, almost everything stayed up top here. So I may run it a second time later, but now I think we're good. So let's power this down. Slide our sluice out. Usually we'll angle this over and let it run down the side. We can do a nice controlled clean out. And then just give a quick look, make sure there's none still hanging out behind. And it looks like we're all clean over here. So we can set that. So as you'll see there, it's some lovely shiny. Looks a lot better than the last tub that we did. And yeah. So now we're gonna dry this out, weigh it out, and see what we actually got out of there. So we got it all dried up, and the cup has cooled off, so I can touch it now. And we're gonna weigh this out. As always, let's make sure that we are on grams, and we are calibrated 50.0000002. Our little thing on there, we're going to tear that. We're now at 0, and now let's see what we're going home with. Alright, so still nothing spectacular. We're looking again at a $20 bag of dirt. Couple perks that this one did come with was a little vial so that I can put all this stuff in at the end of the day, which is really cool. But you know, this is like 70 some cents. I would have rather have 70 some cents of dirt or gold instead of a little vial. I have vials. Wasn't paying for a vial, I'm paying for gold and dirt. Anyways, the dirt was fine. It was wet. Could have been a little bit lighter, easier to go through, whatever. But at the end of the day, 0.08 grams is not too terrible. So we'll do the math out on that and give you what your ROI is. But I think this could be a fun bag to go through for a beginner. You're going to see gold all the way throughout the bag, unlike some of the other ones where you'll see a couple flakes, and then maybe a couple at the end. This one, the very first scoop, I saw gold, and then the very last scoop, there was definitely gold there as well. I even had a little bit of trouble getting the gold out of the pan. It was so abundant at the end there as far as, small amounts of dirt. All in all, once again, I think this is a good buy. Came out with over double the dirt or gold the last bag gave me. But again, Sluiceboy Prospecting, they may have bigger dirt bags, or some that you can special order. Really hard to say. I haven't gone to their website, but I think we'll check that out, see what other goodies they might have for us. But in the end of it all, it turned out that pretty decent Paydirt. Once again, that's going to be Sluiceboy Prospecting gold bearing Paydirt, and you can find them at, well, you can find them on Amazon. That's where I got the dirt, but I assume that they would have their own website out there as well. It does say they're on YouTube, so they probably have a YouTube channel. If there is an actual website, I can't tell you because it would be covered up on this card. But either way, check them out on YouTube, and then you can find some of their Paydirt on Amazon. Other than that, I think thank you for joining me here, and hope you all have a great time, and good luck with your Paydirts. And if I don't see you out on the river, I'll see you in the backyard.